Once upon a time, in the quiet town of Willow Creek, there lived a 25-year-old young man named Nathan Brooks. Nathan had a good education, a stable job, and a comfortable apartment. From the outside, his life looked perfectly fine. But inside, Nathan felt empty. Every morning, he woke up with the same heavy feeling in his chest. He went to work, completed his tasks, smiled at his colleagues, and returned home. Yet every night, as he lay staring at the ceiling, one question echoed in his mind. What is the purpose of my life? He felt lost, like a traveler walking without a map. He wasn't in pain, but he wasn't alive either. His days felt colorless. He watched others speak about dreams and passion, and he wondered why he couldn't feel the same fire. One evening, after another tiring day, Nathan decided to take a long walk outside the town. The sky was covered with soft gray clouds, and a cool wind brushed against his face. Without realizing it, he kept walking until he reached a small hill overlooking Willow Creek. At the top of the hill stood an old wooden cabin. In front of it, sitting on a simple bench, was an elderly man named Thomas Hale. His white hair moved gently with the wind, and his eyes carried a calm depth, as if he had seen many storms and many sunrises. Nathan felt drawn to him. He walked closer and said softly, "Sir, may I ask you something?" Thomas smiled warmly. "Of course, young man. Sit down." Nathan sat beside him, and after a moment of silence, he spoke. "I feel lost. I don't know what I'm meant to do. I don't know my purpose. Everyone else seems to be moving forward, but I feel stuck." Thomas listened carefully. He did not interrupt. When Nathan finished speaking, the old man pointed toward the town below. "Tell me," Thomas asked, "what do you see?" Nathan looked down. "I see houses, roads, people moving around, just an ordinary town." Thomas nodded. "And what do you think gives this town life?" Nathan thought for a moment. "The people, I suppose." "Exactly," Thomas replied. "A town has no purpose without the people who serve, build, teach, care, and create inside it." Nathan looked confused. "What does that have to do with me?" Thomas stood up slowly and walked toward a small garden beside the cabin. He handed Nathan a small seed. "Plant this," he said. Nathan gently planted the seed into the soil. "Now tell me," Thomas continued, "what is the purpose of this seed?" Nathan shrugged. "To grow into a tree?" "Not immediately," Thomas said. "Right now, its only purpose is to grow 1 inch beneath the soil. That is all. It does not worry about becoming a tree, it simply grows where it is planted." Nathan stayed silent. Thomas looked at him and said gently, "You are searching for a grand purpose. But purpose is not something you find in one moment. It is something you build in small acts of service, growth, and responsibility." He continued, "Instead of asking, 'What is my life's big purpose?' ask, 'Who can I help today? What skill can I improve today? What small good can I do right now?' Purpose grows from action." Nathan felt something shift inside him. The next day, he decided to try. At work, instead of mechanically finishing tasks, he offered to help a new employee who seemed confused. After work, he started learning a skill he had always been curious about but never tried. On weekends, he volunteered at a local community center. Days turned into weeks. Something surprising happened. The emptiness began to fade. He felt useful. He felt needed. He felt alive. One evening, he returned to the hill to meet Thomas again. "I think I understand," Nathan said. "When I stopped chasing a big dramatic purpose and started focusing on small meaningful actions, I began to feel whole." Thomas smiled. "Purpose is not a destination, it is a direction. When your direction is growth and contribution, your heart slowly heals." Nathan looked at the town below once more. It no longer seemed colorless. He saw stories. He saw opportunities. He saw places where he could make a difference. He realized that feeling lost was not the end. It was the beginning of a deeper search, and the answer was never far away. Purpose was not hidden in the future. It was waiting in the present moment, inside simple actions. Nathan walked back down the hill that night, but he was no longer the same man. The question that once haunted him had transformed. Instead of asking, "What is my purpose?" he now asked, "How can I grow and serve today?" And that question restored his heart. If this story touched you, take a moment to reflect on your own life. What small action can you take today that moves you towards growth? Like this video, share it with someone who feels lost, and subscribe to my channel for more stories that awaken the heart. Thanks for watching.